Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of tuning in, you are highly welcome. But if you are part of this community already, I want you to know that I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for your continued support. And above all, it's not just about you supporting my channel, okay? Listen, there is something that pushes me to want to create this content. It's not just about promoting my channel, getting people to support my channel, it's more about creating values, in people's life. If I see that what I am creating and putting out here is adding value to someone out there, that is my greatest joy. That is my greatest satisfaction. That is my purpose. That is the reason why no matter how I feel, no matter how tired I am, I will still create out time to, put out these contents. For those who are into creating contents, they will know that to create contents, to make a video of 10 minutes or even more, it will take you not less than 2 hours. From the time it will take you to prepare yourself, not only outwardly, but emotionally and mentally. It's not just about connecting with people for connecting's sake. Even though it is visual, people feel your energy, people feel your vibe. And if you are somebody like me that is more, if you're somebody like me, you will like to be in that state of mind, emotionally, mentally, where you are connecting with your audience, at that emotional level where they can feel you, even though it is, visual. So I thank you if you are already part of this community. I just feel like dropping this here because sometimes, social media is good on one part, but on the other hand, it is not that I want to criticize, but we know that most things that we see out there on social media platforms are more of, we will rather present to people what we want them to see rather than being our truest authentic self, rather than being, honest with who we truly are. Okay. We will rather hide our truest self, stay behind the mask because of one thing or the other, either because of our insecurity, either because of our lack of confidence in ourselves, or maybe we fear people's judgment. For example, there are people who are more interested how people see them, how people view them, than trying to be their truest authentic self. I believe that in being your truest authentic self, that is when you will connect with your tribe. I'm not trying to connect with everybody here. That is not my aim, because I know that not everybody out there will like me. Not everybody out there will like what I create. And I myself, I don't like everybody out there. I don't like every content out there. It is not every video that I will stop to watch. It is not every video that I see on YouTube that I will stop to watch. I will watch those that I am interested in. Likewise, everybody out there, we are all free to choose what we want to entertain ourselves with, to choose what we want to feed our soul with. So knowing this has helped me to want to build my platform, on my authentic self, to build my platform not on what I want people to see, giving them what they want to hear, by giving them what makes them feel good. I share more of who I am. I share from my personal experience, from what I have come through, what I've been through, what I've gone through. I share from, what I will want for myself, how I will want to prune myself, to trim some habits that are not helping me to become the woman I want to be, because there is this drive within me that pushes me to want to become better every single day. And I discipline myself, especially on one thing, never to put myself or to fall into the temptation of wanting to compete with somebody out there. I just want to be myself. And in doing that, I have learned a lot. I have learned, first of all, to know the woman I am, what I like and what I don't like. And from that place, I choose what to feed my soul with. Just as they say, you are what you eat, right? You choose what you want to eat, because you know that you are what you eat. What do I mean by that? Your body is made up of what you feed it with on a daily basis. And likewise, your mind Your mind is made up of what you feed it on a daily basis. And that's why Zig Ziglar said that you are where you are because of what you have allowed into your mind. And I knew this. Thank God that I came to this, realization. I came to this knowledge. I am where I am today because of what I have allowed to build up in my mind. And then I started to search. I started to work on myself to find out if there is any means of me having the chance of changing those things that I don't like, that I don't really appreciate, because they are not helping me on my journey towards becoming the woman I want to be, towards reinventing myself, upgrading myself, towards leveling up. And the first thing I did was I stopped making excuses. I didn't just come up with all these things, all this knowledge. I learned it from somewhere. And that is the main thing I want to settle on today. This video is centered on how to not give up on yourself, how to not allow excuses to stop you from becoming who you truly want to be, who your soul, longs to be. Okay. Number one thing is I worked on that area of making excuses. Listen, if there is something I want you to take out from this video, that thing is for you to know that environment matters. There are people out there that are stuck, not because they are not intelligent, not because they are not hardworking. They are stuck in the reality they find themselves because of the people that they keep around them. The circle of friends they keep around them kept them stuck, and they are living below their potentials, and they are not living a happy, fulfilling life. Why? Because the people they keep around them are people who make excuses, are people who complain about everything. They complain about everybody. And when you are around people who always complain about everything, they complain about everybody around them, it is never their fault. It is always the fault of something outside of them or somebody near them. When you are around this kind of people, you will end up unconsciously, imitating them. You start to think like the way they think. You start to act like. Remember, the Bible says that as a man thinketh in his mind, so he is in action. You do things today because of how you think, your mindset, your thinking pattern. And some of this thinking pattern, is what we learned from. We learn them from people that we associate with, people that we entertain, people that we keep around us, our closest friends, our family members. The way they think, the way they reason, the way they reach conclusion, the way they do things end up influencing us. And we keep doing things in certain ways because of these negative influences, and they become a pattern, they become a habit. We keep doing them because of that is the way it is being done. Until you start to question certain things, certain patterns, you will never break free from what is actually holding you stuck in that reality that you detest, in that reality that you struggle with. You want to break free from whatever is that reality. It could be a habit. There is a certain habit that is holding you stuck, that's holding you back. You make 2 steps forward, 3 steps forward, in the right direction, in a positive direction. You start making little, you start seeing little positive results, and all of a sudden you find yourself 10 steps, 20 steps backward. You find yourself worse than even when you started out. Why? Because this pattern tends to sabotage our progress. The way we think, if it is not the right way, listen, somebody could think in a certain way and it is right for them, but it may not be right for you. You see, these are things we don't learn. They don't teach us at school. And most times our parents don't teach us these things at home. They would rather pass their own experience onto their children. Those, especially mostly those negative experiences, their fear, their insecurities. That is what they mostly will pass onto their children. And at school, they don't teach you how to think. So you learn by default. You learn by trying and making mistakes, through errors. and we learn. And that is the most difficult way to learn. I shared most of these things in the video before this one. So if you haven't watched that video, I would advise you to check it out. You know, there are 2-3 videos series I've made on this topic that if you check them out and watch them, I believe you're going to benefit something from it, because that is my greatest purpose. As I said in the beginning of this video, I want to create something of value to someone out there. Listen, there is a reason why we share our stories. I didn't just wake up one day and said, I want to be a motivational speaker. I don't even see myself as a motivational speaker, because I don't just want to be, you know, a motivational speaker. Because what does motivation? It motivates you for that moment, for that, you know, seconds, that few minutes. But then when something challenging, when a difficult thing comes, if you don't have the strength to resist or to fight back, you can easily give up. That is, motivation does not last, just like bat. And yet, I love what Ziegler said. He said that motivation don't last, just as bat. We take bat on a daily basis, right? So he said, and that's why he recommend, you know, taking dose of that motivation on a daily basis, because they don't last. You see why I don't like to be seen or addressed as a motivational speaker? Because I don't see myself as a motivational speaker. I am more of a transformational speaker. That is where I am in. That is what I want, because I work on transforming myself, and I want that anybody that comes close to me will be inspired and motivated to want to work on themselves, to becoming the better part, you know, to becoming the better them, to becoming you that is watching me. I want you to be challenged. I want you to be inspired, to be motivated onto transformation. Not just to motivate you, to make you feel good, you know, but to challenge you, to want to work on yourself, to stop making excuses, to start to see solution instead of focusing only on problems. Remember, I always say this in all my videos. We are made up of energy. We are not just flesh and blood. We are energetic beings. Religiously, we call it spiritual beings. Scientifically, we call it energetic beings. They are all the same thing. You know, they are the same, one concept, different interpretation, but they are just one concept. We are spiritual beings. We are energetic beings having human experience. And mark your energy is everything. You see, so you need to recognize all of these things. And once you recognize all these things, you will no longer want to make excuses. You could pick on somebody's energy. You know, involuntarily, you can pick on somebody's energy. Unconsciously, you can be picking on somebody's energy. Their energy could pollute your own energy. And before you know it, you'll be having what most people call bad luck. You work hard like the ant, but you don't have any results. You work hard year to year, but there is no result. You know, we are getting to the end of year 2022 and about to enter a new year, 2023. You could make year 2023 to be your best year ever. You could make those changes that you were not able to make in year 2022, but it all depends on you. Year 2023 starts today. It starts just right now. It starts as you are watching this video. That is my purpose. That is my greatest desire, to bring you onto transformation, not just to motivate you, make you feel good, to stir something within you, to rekindle something within, to put fire in your system, in your heart, in your soul. Because if I can do it, you can. As a single mother raising 5 children here in Italy, it is not easy. Full time, I work full time, and I still have time to write books. I still have time to create these videos. You don't just come out to create videos. You don't just come out to write books. You don't just come out to, you know, create contents. For you to write books, for you to create contents, it means that you have done some research. You are somebody that likes to read. You are somebody that likes to, you know, research. You're somebody that likes to know. You're knowledgeable. Okay? And then out of your own personal experience, you're somebody that wants to put in the work. You are not somebody that is lazy. You see? So if I can do it with all these things that I have on my shoulder, you can. I don't know who you are that is watching this video. I don't know where you are watching me from, but I want you to I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Don't give up on yourself. People give up on themselves, not because they want to give up on themselves. They give up on themselves because they believe that there's nothing they can do concerning that situation. They lose hope. Okay? They throw up the towel. Don't lose hope and don't give up on yourself. Focus on solution and not on the problem. You are an energetic being. You are a spiritual being. There's nothing that will happen or nothing can take place, on the physical without first having its roots in the spiritual. It is through the spiritual that you make the changes that you want to see manifest on the physical. As an energetic being, you are energetically manifesting your reality. Listen, as I said, where focus goes, energy flows. I always say this in almost all my videos. You are energetic being. You are spiritual being having human experience. Where your focus goes, your energy, your spirit flows. I don't know if I'm making sense. And the more you dwell on the negative, the more you dwell on the problems, the more you dwell on the things that went wrong, the more you dwell on the things that you don't want, the more you dwell on the things that don't make you feel good, that don't make you feel happy, the more energetically you are creating that, you are bringing it, you are attracting it to manifest into your reality. That is why I say that you as an energetic being, you are manifesting your reality. And if you don't like what you are manifesting, change it. How? First of all, change what you are entertaining here. Stop entertaining fear. Stop entertaining things that you don't like to see manifest in your life. Stop entertaining, those difficulties, those challenges. We all go through difficulties. That I'm saying all these things, it is not that I don't go through challenging periods. It is not that I don't go through difficulties. I too go through difficulties. Everybody goes through difficulties from time to time, or once in their life they have experienced challenging times, difficult times. We all go through difficult times. But you have to learn not to fall where life pushed you down. Just as Les Brown said, when life pushes you down, try looking up. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Okay? So if this is the only thing you were able to pick in this video, I am the most happiest person, because that is my aim. Just want to, hop in here and drop these few words of encouragement to someone who is right now calculating, oh my God, we are in the 11th month of year 2022. I did not achieve all the things that I set out at the beginning of the year to achieve. We are at the end of the year, almost at the end of the year, and I haven't achieved all these goals, all these dreams, all these things that I said I'm going to achieve, I'm going to do. I wasn't able to achieve all these things. Listen, it's never too late to try again. It is never too late to go back and try again. Okay? No matter your age is just but numbers. There are things that you were not able to accomplish when you are younger that you can even accomplish even at your even now that you are older. You are older, you are more experienced, you are more matured, you are more seasoned. So don't allow age to be an excuse. Yes, you don't have all the resources, you don't have all the money, but you can start from somewhere. Start with the little you have. Don't just give up easily. Don't be the type that throws up the towel easily. Be a bounce back personality. Joel Austin, I love what he says. He said, be a bounce back personality. Bounce back. When life pushes you down, you bounce. Don't just lay there and then you start entertaining pity party. You start complaining. If the people you keep around you are not those that motivate you, inspires you to transformation, inspires you to challenges you to want to become a better you, that if they are the type that would like to, encourage you to settle, their influence on you is the type that wants you to settle for less, when you know within you that you are made for more, then change those circle of friends. Don't sell yourself short. Don't give away your power. You have yourself to blame at the end of the day. After all said and done, you have yourself to blame. You are the one that is going to regret your life at the end of the day. If you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't make your future self, to be proud of you, of what you are doing today, your future self could be proud of you. If you get up and go out there and prove to yourself that you can. I did not say prove to anybody. You have nothing to prove to anybody. It is not a competition. The race is between you and you. The competition is between you and you. Prove to yourself that you are able, that you are enough. that you have all it takes, that you are wired with potentials yet to be discovered, untapped potentials. You are loaded. Except you don't have that burning desire within you, except there's no calling within you, calling you out. If there's no calling, there's no, something that is like that urge, that fire. If you don't have it, then this video is not for you. But if there is something that you, when you want to see yourself, like you want to relax, you want to settle, you see something like something that is pulling you from within, calling you from within, drawing you, how do I put it? Like refusing to allow you to settle, then you are called for more. And you will regret it. And only you will be blamed if you fail to take actions, if you fail to do the things that you need to do today to make your future better, to make your future self be proud of you, to make your future self to be thankful. You have to put in the work. You have to suffocate your excuses. Suffocate your excuses. Refuse distractions. Whatever is some people are nothing but distractions. Some circle you keep are nothing but distractions. When you want to reinvent yourself, your life, when you want to, level up, and when you are determined to put in the work, that is when you will know that there are certain habits that are sabotaging this growth that you want to build for yourself. And that is when you will start to notice certain things that are nothing but distractions, including certain people in your life. Until you want the best for you, and until you are wanting is one thing. I want to see improvement in my life. I want the best for me. I want the best for my family. I want the best for my loved ones. I want to have, this career or that career. I want to have a better job. I want to live in a better environment. I want to have, change my car. I want to change. I want. This will never happen until you start to make plans on how to achieve all those things. And once you make those plans and you set to work on those plans, that is when you will notice certain things that you are not noticing now because you are not aware of them. And the reason why you are not aware of them is because you are not ready. When you are ready to reinvent yourself, when you are ready and willing to work on yourself, when you are ready to work on becoming the best version of yourself, that is when you will become unstoppable. And that is when you will start to become aware, to start to see all these things, habits that are not helping you to grow, but are sabotaging that growth. People that are nothing but distractions. Some patterns, some habits, some actions, some thinking patterns that are not helping you to achieve that goal. Until you are ready, you will not see all these things. Sometimes looking is not seeing. You could be looking, but you are not seeing. And I thank God that God said to Abraham, as far as you can see. He did not say to Abraham, as far as you can look. Many people are looking, but few are seeing. And as far as you can see, the universe or God will not bring it to you. Many of you are manifesting your fear instead of manifesting your dream life. Instead of manifesting your heart desires, you are manifesting your fears. You are manifesting your insecurities. You are manifesting your discomforts. And you are, as I said, you're not aware of certain things that are possible for you, that are achievable, for you, because you are not ready. For all these years, I was having that thing in my teeth. I never knew until I made up my mind and I said, I'm going to visit, this doctor, a dentist who is going to check this thing. And immediately he saw it. It took him only a second to tell me what the problem was. And I brushed my teeth every day for at least the past 43 years. I have been brushing my teeth and I never knew I was never aware of it. You see what awareness can do. And awareness comes when you are ready. And that is why I always say that my message is not for everybody. Because somebody can come across this video and just overlook it. But when the person who the message is meant for, who is ready for the message, the person will stop. And once the person stops, that is when the magic occurs. That is when the change occurs. And that is when the transformation occurs. So if you have learned something from this video, why not give it a thumbs up? And for you to see more of my videos, press notification button so that when next I upload new content, you'll be the first to be notified. And don't forget to, subscribe to my channel. Don't leave without subscribing to my channel if you like what I do. And do me a favor by sharing it. You could be a blessing to someone out there by sharing this video. This is all I have for you today. Please watch this video over and over. There must be something that you will pick. There must be a message that you will pick. And the more you watch it, the more you allow the message to sink deep. And once the message sinks to your subconscious, that is when you will notice changes, because it will start to change the way you think. That shift, that paradigm shift will start to occur. And once paradigm shift occurs, you become unstoppable. Nothing will stop you again. That is why we say that the hardest job any man or woman could ever do on themselves is here. If you can bring yourself to make that paradigm shift, if you can bring yourself to make the first step, and that is to start thinking on why is my life like this? What am I going to do to bring the positive changes that I want for my life? How am I going to do this? What am I going to... Just as you start to think and ask questions, remember Jesus said, ask and ye shall receive. Before you know it, answers will start to pop out from nowhere. You become aware of things that maybe had been lying under your nose and you never even know that they existed, just because you were not aware. And as I said, you weren't aware because you weren't ready. When you are ready, you become aware. And when you become aware, you become unstoppable. Thank you for watching so far. God bless you. Bye.